Welcome to the International Surface Events Festival of Installation. The episode will begin shortly. While we are waiting, remember to tap the share button and host a watch party with your friends and colleagues. Feel free to post comments and ask questions throughout the episode. Our featured guests, sponsors and media partners are all available to respond to your comments while the episode airs and afterward. Make sure to tune in each week for our latest episodes. Well, without further delay, let's get the show started.
Hello friends, welcome back to the TISE TV Festival of Installation. I'm your host, Luke Miller, the Tile Money Guy, and I'll be here every week as we premiere a new installation demonstration.
The TISE Festival of Installation is brought to you by MAPE. MAPE is a leading company in the field of adhesives, sealants, and chemical products for building. 80 years of excellence. Explore the MAPE world. For more information, visit us at www.mape.com.
MAPE, an industry leader in sealants, adhesives, and chemical products, is going to demonstrate and explain the use of their high moisture resistant products for wet environments. Enjoy this episode.
Thanks for stopping on by. Again, thanks for coming to the show. It's good to see everybody. And on that note, we're going to talk about a couple of different products in the floor covering. Mike is going to demo a patch for us. Scott and Dario are going to demo a leveler for us, and one of them is a high flow leveler. The other thing we're going to talk about is a color change with one of our favorite products and a unique system that we have out there, Ultrabond Eco MS4 for LVT. Mike, if you would get started. So patching is really important in floor covering. If you don't, any little whoopties or undulations will eventually wind up showing through that floor, and having the right patch will help that. The other thing, or the other problem that's out there, is that moisture conditions. Once I put a vinyl floor over top, that moisture is trapped underneath there. If the moisture builds up high enough, it could start deteriorating the patch. Most patches are designed for interior use only. This patch has a high moisture resistant property, up to 15 pounds on a calcium chloride test and 99 on an RH test. So the patch isn't going to break down. The next step is you need to find a glue that's not going to break down under those terms also. And there are plenty of them out there. For more information on which one of those products there are, which systems, first step would be maybe call your local MAPE sales rep. But the next step would be you can go to our website at www.mapei.com and look at the moisture ratings on the adhesives. And that'll make sure that you get the proper adhesive for the proper system. You guys go ahead. So, McKinsey, if you would please hold the bucket. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you a traditional leveler versus our new high flow leveler. And the point of this is by having a high flow leveler, it flows faster, it flows smoother, and you and your installers have to work less to get it there on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you can see this one hasn't even reached the end yet, and that one is already touching the sides. Exact same amount of product, but it just flows faster. It has a thinner edge. The secret to self-levelers is the edge and how thin that is, that working edge, and then how fast it will flow across a floor. Think about it when I'm in a complicated layout of a room and I have little closets and angles that I got to get into. It's very hard to get the equipment in there or a pump in there. I can go ahead and barrel mix this and pour it out, and that's almost completely covered the whole board at this point, and this one hasn't yet. So it's a high flow leveler. It serves a purpose. It's easier to use, has great compressive strengths, about 4,500 PSIs in 28 days. your sidewalk in front of your house is 25 to 3,500 psi. So it's stronger than the sidewalk that's in front of your house. I don't know how much stronger you need it. That's pretty darn strong.
You're watching the TISE Festival of Installation. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Welcome to Workmaster Ultra Floor Systems and Solutions. Current options for refinishing floors is slow and inefficient. Your construction business needs to juggle multiple machines just to complete the job. Workmaster is the all-in-one machine for your construction business. With our innovative technology, you can resurface floors within 1/8 of an inch from the wall. Our Workmaster solution is great for all surfaces. Workmaster Ultra Floor Systems and Solutions.
The other thing is the board that Scott is holding up there. If you bring it forward too, please, Scott. Okay. This is PMB. PMB is polyurethane moisture barrier. It's for wood floors. So I roll this down and it blocks 100% of moisture coming through a floor so I don't ruin my wood floor. Then I can glue the wood floor down with any polyurethane or modified silene Mapei product, and you'll get a warranty. Problem is that it's clear, so you can see through it. In poorly lit rooms, you might miss a spot and not know it, and now you don't have a moisture barrier. Now you have you've got an angry wet floor is what you have, because it can't rise up everywhere, but where it can, it's going to come through like a geyser. So what we did was, we put a pigment with it. So now you can see it, so it's red. Same product, nothing's changed chemically, the performance hasn't changed at all, it's just now you can see it. If you're waterproofing a floor, moisture proofing a floor, and you don't have red on the floor, it's not moisture proofed. It's just an insurance step to make sure installers get it right.
We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
The Vodura technology is what makes it unique. It might be the biggest innovation in hardwood flooring in decades. We have invented and patented a production method where we can use a thinner layer of wood than usual, but still create a durable and good-looking real wood floor. We automatically fill the knots and cracks and reinforce the wood layer so it becomes 3 times harder than the original species.
And the last one, thank you, Mike, is this one right here. This is interesting stuff. Stay. Okay. So, this is Ultrabond Eco MS for LVT. What? I am now going to put LVT in showers in a wet environment. It's done in Europe all the time. Where am I going to do this? College dorms, rental apartments, quick turnover facilities, trailers, campers, cabins, log homes, places like that. Any place where I'm concerned about weight, boats, ships, cruise ships, all of those places. And it's a system. This is in this system, this is going over concrete. So this imitates the concrete. This is the first step. It's a patch. It's an acrylic patch. It's ready to mix. You open up the bucket, you trowel it on. You let it dry, and then you come back and hand sand it with a sander. If it's a big area, you can use a buffer with sandpaper on the bottom, or screen. Then I come in and spread the adhesive, which is a completely water-resistant adhesive, or waterproof adhesive. And then I go ahead and set my vinyl tile on top of it. Now, I can do this whole system in one day. I can tile a shower, patch it, waterproof it, and install it in one day, start to finish.
We'll be right back after a quick word from our network.
Next day I can turn that shower on. We have a non-slip coating that we can put on top of here. Now, what if the shower's already existing? What if it has ceramic tile up on the wall? We can go right over top of it. With this product right here. It'll fill in the grout joints that are existing. It'll create a flat surface so it doesn't show through on the vinyl. Then I can go ahead and spread my adhesive. Again, all of these are ready to use. There's no mixing. I open the bucket up, I spread the adhesive, I put the vinyl in there. Now, I know this is a little controversial right now, and there are people taking sides, and that's okay. That's the way our business works. New products come out, people push back. But eventually people get on board, and I'm telling you, this is very interesting because I can take vinyl plank, I can take any of those luxury vinyl tiles that are out there, and I can put them in a wet environment, in a shower situation. You're not going to get wet. Where am I going to use this? Where else am I going to use this? I don't know. I'm thinking about hospitals, because I did a ton of hospitals where I used VCT back in the day, and you couldn't have a shower that had a curbless shower because people were in a wheelchair. They couldn't step up and over that curb, and yet I was wondering, how is this not affecting the VCT? It was, and we had to constantly repair it and replace it. This will take care of that. This will ensure that that's not an issue. So there are places for something like this. It's a complete system. If you're interested in something like that, pick that phone up and give us a call, call your local rep, or look at it online. But it is pretty interesting.
We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
So, to review, I have a patch that's moisture resistant. I can get on top of it in 15 to 20 minutes. If I'm using a product and I'm trapping moisture underneath there, I don't want my patch to break down. I have a high flow. This still hasn't reached the corners over here. I have a high flow leveler that flows out, that makes the work easier on your guys, makes sure that that floor is flatter, especially with these large thin tiles or vinyl. The flatter and smoother that floor is, the better the floor looks in the end. And I have this unique system that is, it's not just invented, it's a proven system used in Europe and all the time at this point.
We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
We need the entire industry to step up before the problem gets even worse.
So it's time for the flooring industry to step up.
For the flooring industry to step up.
I'm stepping up.
I'm stepping up to help the industry. Are you?
Any questions? Pardon? Yep. So this layer right here is concrete, but I can go over existing ceramic tile if that's what I wanted to. This right here is the underlayment or the patch. Comes in a bucket. It's an acrylic. Ready to mix. You just open it up and spread it. When I'm done with it, I close it. It doesn't get away from you. You can take it to the next job. This is the adhesive. This adhesive, I need you to start thinking about it's a waterproof adhesive. Not going to break down when it gets wet. It's like a modified silane. And then you set the tile on top. I've seen this done with plank on the walls, which I thought looked kind of weird at first, but the more I looked at it, I liked it. It kind of had a barn feel to it, yet it was a wet area. It's inexpensive, it's fast, it's efficient, and again, rental properties, cruise ships, college dorm rooms.
All right, tile friends. Well, sincerely from myself and the entire team at the International Surface event, we thank you for watching the 2021 TISE TV Festival of Installation. It's been a pleasure to be a host, and I appreciate all the DMs and PMs and conversation in the comment section that you've enjoyed this as well. So make sure to join myself and the rest of the industry at TISE 2022. This year it is in February, or I should say next year it's in February. 1st through the 3rd in Las Vegas. It is one of the ultimate shows that you can go to experience flooring, stone, and tile sourcing, as well as education, of course. If you cannot travel to Las Vegas, you do have options. You should definitely join everyone in Vegas in the TISE Live Virtual Event, Vegas Edition. So it's a hybrid event occurring alongside the in-person Las Vegas event. I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
Look, Mom. I made that.